G'day. I come over here 30 years ago as a ceiling fixer, and I worked on a job which was the schools in Western Australia, and we're putting up a product called mini strip ceilings, and above those ceilings you've got fiberglass, and in between the fiberglass or below the fiberglass you've got little strips with a gap in between each strip, which in turn, when we put this product up, we had to have full sperm suits on, the same as the forensic police. Now I asked the question, why have we got sperm suits on? Obviously this stuff we're putting up is dangerous. And I was told, well, there's so far as practicable, there's no other product to use. Well, I thought, yeah, well, we're safe, but what about our kids? What about the teachers? So I done a bit more research, and I did find out later on down the track that there was a product called Turnbull, which was a lot safer. Now, unfortunately, I spoke to the Minister's office recently, and their response was that the size of the fibre is safe because it's a large fibre. And I asked the question, has the fibre been tested over a period of 20 years? Now 20 years, 10 years of our school life, our little kids and our teachers have been sucking this stuff into their bodies and into their lungs. Well, let me tell you, it's glass fibres. You take a glass jar and you pour acid into it, and the acid doesn't eat through the glass, does it? No, it's common sense. You take the same glass jar and smash it into tiny little fibres and you ingest it into your body. Well, I can tell you right now, your body won't have the same as acid and break up the fibres. You know, it's common sense. We start thinking about what it is we're doing to our kids and why it is we're doing it. It's got to stop. This fiberglass, this glass fibres, it's everywhere. You know, they throw it around like nothing. It's on building sites, it's in homes, it's everywhere. The Yanks would have a field day. They'd have a field day with lawsuits if they seen what was going on over here. They'd be suing everybody. Well, this is Australia. We should start being proactive instead of inactive. I'm not talking about lawsuits. I'm talking about protecting kids. I'm talking about protecting families. Workers taking it home from work sites onto buses into the public streets. It's got to stop. It's not on. And Mr. Turnbull, now you've given Abbott the boot. It falls on your shoes. So I'm pointing the finger straight at you, just the same as I pointed it at Abbott. It's your responsibility. You got a duty of care. Clean up this joint. There's too much asbestos around WA, in fact all over Australia. Inactive instead of proactive. It's got to stop and it's got to change. Bring the Poisons Act up to speed and start making it happen, you hear me? Jeff Ellul signing off.